I do the Munch. I do the Michelin Munch. Stop 23 on my quest to visit all 291 Michelin-recognised eateries in Singapore. I am turning over a new page at Amoy Street Food Centre in Singapore's central business district. I am here for a Noodle Story, a Michelin Bib Gourmand rated stall and one that you have probably heard of before. The signature dish here is the Singapore-style ramen, a very novel idea. I arrived after the rush hour at 3 p.m. to see Desmond skillfully encouraging 2 huge prawns and pork paste into a dumpling, a promising first chapter. Every great retelling requires a cast of different characters, and this tray tells a wild tale. There is a potato wrapped around fresh and sweet prawn and deep fried into a fritter, which like a jock in a horror film was dispatched early. The noodles are thin and Hong Kong style and are boiled in a flash. I flick them over to check out the back cover, which is soaking up the sauces. They have bounce and enough structure to fashion themselves into a mop, which I then promptly wipe the floor with. In a real case of character development, Spanish pork belly is cooked in a sous vide for 36 hours to create Japanese char siu. That is then spiked with a miso sauce and finished with a sprinkling of kombu flakes. It's super soft and tender, annoyingly easy to delete in one bite. As a red herring, instead of a traditional Japanese ramen broth, the noodles are served dry with a soup. Somebody told me it's possible to tell from looking at a broth its quality. Whilst one should never judge a book by its cover, I think the case here is closed. The rich, peppery bisque holds the dumplings from earlier. They are the best I've had on this journey so far. If a Noodle Story was a work of fiction, it would definitely be a whodunit. Whilst the elements are all killer, no filler, my prime suspect for delivery of deliciousness is the dumpling. To complicate matters further, the fried form was also suspiciously delectable. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, with the knife, Chef Leo is halving perfectly cooked onsen eggs. In summary, the synopsis of A Noodle Story is that it's the brainchild of 2 former fine dining chefs who in 2013 couldn't afford to open a restaurant and dared to ask, why can't we bring fine dining quality to a hawker? The little things are infinitely the most important, and Noodle Story gets those right. Priced at $12.80, depending on your viewpoint, it's either twice the price it should be or discounted by half. I think the latter, particularly when visited out of peak hours. I enjoyed the beginning, middle, and end of A Noodle Story, and I found I couldn't put it down.